Hey everyone, welcome back to the RH Farm channel. Today we're going to do something kind of fun. I have a friend with a drone. So we're going to go through each of the fields and kind of get an overview look of the farm and see how the horses respond. And maybe they'll be afraid, maybe in which case obviously we won't chase them or anything. But I thought it would be interesting to see how they respond to the drone and then maybe get some cool shots, and then the ones that are not bothered by it, you know, see who that is out of the whole herd. So let's see how they do.
There's just something about drone shots that makes you feel like you're flying. So here we are, we call this field 1. This is one of our fields for easy keepers. We've got Ebony on the left there, Raven, and then Ziggy following. So this is interesting. So they've heard the noise of the drone and they've started running back to the shelter and then sort of got accustomed to it and decided not to be worried anymore. So then we're going to back up into a different location and see if we can get closer and see how they react. I love how curious Ebony is being. She's coming right over to the drone. To them, I guess it's just some sort of interesting type of bird. She wanted to come right up and get close to it and be curious, but if you look closely, her nostrils are flaring, so that's something horses do when they're encountering new objects or things they're unsure of. She wants to take in extra scents, so maybe she could identify whether this new object is a threat or not. Sometimes horses will also snort when they're encountering new things. Ebony was just sort of looking quietly, doing a little bit of a standoff with the drone. Raven and Ziggy also start coming closer. You can see Ebony just did a lick there. So we didn't want to bother them too much, so we're going to get on out of there. I just think this shot looks so cool. Look at them all like looking at the camera. Ebony wants to come over and say hello. So we're going to leave them alone and go say hi to some other horses. PJ and Vernon are normally in a different field, but with our sort of drought/rain situation, I wanted to bring them up to a part of the farm where we don't normally have a field so that they could help eat the grass down, so I wouldn't have to waste fuel and time trying to mow. So they weren't super interested in the drone, so we didn't spend too much time here with them. We're going to head on over to what we call field 2. We have Axel on the left and Zeus. Zeus has already taken notice of the drone, even from so high up. You can see Axel's already making his way over to Zeus when they hear the noise. This is something that happens in pretty much every field. The horses are spread out, comfortable eating apart from each other, and then they hear something new, and then they decide to herd up and get close to their buddies. I love how they're just like watching. Axel's doing a little stress poop. We have neighbors around us who like to target practice and shoot, so the horses are used to those loud noises being fairly close to the farm. They also have been exposed to fireworks, so they're used to that. But this is a unique noise and it is getting closer to them, so it was kind of interesting, the balance between being inquisitive and then deciding to run away. We've got another standoff with the drone happening, so we're going to fly over to the next field, field 3. That's where Willow, Xena, and Winnie currently are, and we're going to take a look at them. Xena's already heard the noise, and there she goes, booking it back to mom for safety. She likes to pretend like she's a brave little baby, but she is a little bit of a weenie. It's totally normal for her to run back to mom, so we're gonna swoop around. Willow is one of the calmest horses on the ground, that's on the farm, so we're gonna come in close to her and see what she thinks. And there's Winnie. She just decided to become a statue. You can't even tell that she's a real life animal unless you look at the ears moving. We're not entirely sure how hearing impaired or potentially even a tiny bit vision impaired she might be. So it's possible that she didn't even quite hear the drone and maybe she's just seeing it and thinking it's some type of bird. But she was pretty chill. You know, that's typical for her, just to kind of take in what's going on. And she's taken her time assessing the potential threat. And then she's going to head back over to be with the rest of the crew. And off we go to field 4. We have Jeeves on the right and then 2 boarders, Buttercup and Leo, on the left. We're going to pop in really quick and see what they think. There we go. The horses have kind of come together and then had a little standoff. Took Leo on the right a little minute to figure out what was going on. Jeeves was kind of curious again, like Ebony, wanted to investigate. Just the whole process of taking the drone in was kind of just really interesting to see how the horses react to new things, especially like a unique thing like a drone, taking it all in and then either deciding to be curious or run away, as in this case. It was a really interesting exercise in herd dynamics and seeing how all the horses responded to stuff together and alone.
They're driving straight back to us.
Let us know in the comments if you like this kind of view of the farm and getting to see all the horses that we have here. It was kind of a little bit of a meet the horses and getting to see how they responded to the drone. Give it a like if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.